Day Train Stew here. Today is October 6th, 2021, and today was a green day, 97 cents. Pretty frustrating today. I love the TQ's chart today. I mean, gosh, how picture perfect, but I just not confident getting into it. But man, it just ripped up, made a really nice turn, came straight down, created a bottom, clustered up, went straight up, new high, came down a little bit. I like how it just, you can see how it consolidated and then have a low, low, low. It's like really nice bull flag. I mean, gosh, and then popped up, trended down to VWAP, held VWAP, hit it, once, twice, came up to a previous support and resistance line, came down, tested again, and then once it flushed down, it had the same bottom right here, like 121.77, and then that was a double, like kind of like a double bottom there, and then bam, flushed everyone out, and then ripped right up. I mean, from 1 o'clock all the way until 2:45. So what a move! I mean, I had none of this. I played the morning and got really frustrated, so I stopped. I mean, that's really, once I knew I was frustrated, I stopped. I was up $2.22, which is not that much. I was only using like 3 shares because I was not this confident in the morning, but I could have been. I mean, I read this thing pretty good. Um, First candle came out, doji candle, um, which I like. And I waited to get into it. I was waiting to see if this was going to break this low here. It didn't. And I got in at pretty late, 9:35, like right here. I got in at 121.43. So right here as it broke this high, new high, 121.43, and then rode it for 3 minutes, which I'm proud about. For a, I'm sorry, nope, I didn't. The next one I rode it for longer. This one I rode for less than a minute, which I'm not as proud about. This was a 27-cent win with 3 shares, so it was 81 cents. I rode it up to 121.70, which was way too early because it went all the way to 123. So frustrating. So I hopped back in at 9:38, so right around here, and as it was consolidating, and I had a feeling it was going to go up. It did. I rode it for another. This is a good move. This was a 47-cent move. So 9:38, I got in right here, and at 122.12, and rode it up to 122.60. So right around for 8 minutes, I rode this thing all up to here, 122.60. Right around, I think it was this one. Yeah, as it was coming down, I got out. I thought it was going to be a pullback. It wasn't. It actually came down on me. I got back in um, a minute later for a loss of 32 cents. So, I mean, I gained almost 80 cents and I lost 32 cents right afterwards, and that was a big hit to the mental capacity. So, knowing that was going down, I hopped into the SQs, but I had 2 SQ trades, very scalpy. But once I saw this thing coming down, I didn't wait. I should have waited. This is why I go over it. But I got an SQ at 10 o'clock. So pretty much right here, as it was consolidating, I thought it would go higher, which is lower on the TQs. This is opposite, and I only rode this for like 15 seconds, and it was a loss of like a half a cent with 50 shares. So that was 37-cent loss. Then I hopped back in at 10:01 and rode a little longer, but it was only another cent I gained. So a full cent. So it was 51 cents I gained on 50 shares um, for a whole cent. You know, it was only 30 seconds. I mean, I didn't let it get to fruition. 87 all up to, I mean, it never got to 97, which is my ultimate goal, but I mean, a few cents would have been great. I didn't let it get there, which was really frustrating. So I walked away from the computer. I had to go take care of the kids. When I came back, um, I hopped back into TQs and shoot, and then I saw this. I saw this come down. Um, this is when I was doing the SQs. This came back up in the TQ, so I came up in here, and then right at 11 o'clock, I thought this consolidation, this came down, kind of bull flag right here, popped up, came down again at 11, 10 was my last trade. So I thought it would hold this bottom here. If you could see that bottom right there of like 122.80, it hit the bottom. I was looking for a bounce, and I got in at 123.05. So like right up here, and my stop was 25 cents down, and it hit it like a minute later. So I had 3 out of 6 trades were wins, so 50% win rate. But I'm really frustrated because I gave back more than half my profit. I was up $2.22. I'm down more than $1, so I'm at 97 cents plus. It was a green day, and normally this would be a great green day, but I felt like I just got frustrated. But how picture perfect is this? I mean, when you look back, when you look at this thing, I'll tell you why it's picture perfect. It ran up. It had really nice indication that it was going to hold. It held. It had some big wicks on the red. It came down, flush straight down. And then you can see the volume in the volume down here. The volume was light in the morning, like right when it opened. It came in, and the bears pushed this thing down. The bulls pushed it back up. So real clean moves, you know, bears, bulls, and then it consolidated. And what you can see here is as the volume ticked down, it came down to VWAP, and then had this really nice consolidation, lower high, higher low, but then it kind of came down to a double bottom here, and then it consolidated even harder, and then it pushed right up through here. And that was a really good indication that the bears are going to go. And that was the last time it hit VWAP. Never touched VWAP again. Might come back later in the day. It's still going. This is 3:30 market time. I am done for the day. I don't want to be. I am frustrated with how my trades went. Usually I'm not so frustrated, but I feel like I went in today with a good plan. I was going to play the morning. I did. I scalped too much with small shares, so you know I played it safe, but maybe too safe because the first 2 wins were great wins of 72 cents. It would have been $5 up or something like that. And then I went back in for more, and I had 2 losses right afterwards. Then a win and a loss. So 6 trades is definitely at the point where I'm done because that's over trading after that, really, for me. And I'm down to my last bit of cash um, that I can use. I'm still in the middle of transferring all my money from Webull to Thinkorswim. I like Thinkorswim now, even though I'm using a Webull chart. It's only because uh, the recording software I use is only good for browser Windows, and Thinkorswim is a desktop broker. So I have my desktop broker up. I still use Webull watch lists because they're already all set up. But I like trading on Thinkorswim better. I think the fills are better. I like the active trader better. So everything's great. I've transferred all the way over, but I only have $7,000 and not my full 12,000. So every day I can only use $3,500. I'm down to $4,100 today of settled funds. So I don't want to trade anymore. Plus 6 trades is enough. And if I make a green day into a red day, I'll be even more frustrated. So I don't want to extend the frustration. I want to continue to watch this, and like a football game, I'll just continue to study it and see what it does today. But other than that, I'm okay. Happy that it's not a red day with how much frustration I have. And I really got to play longer plays. That's my goal for tomorrow. I gotta hold longer. I'm okay with averaging in. If it's gonna go green, it's not gonna dip that hard. I got to remember that. If it's gonna go up for a while, there's no way it can come back that hard. It might, but it's got to find a bottom if it doesn't just flush on the open, right? It's kind of like you don't have much time in the day to make it flush. If it's gonna flush, it's gonna go quick. This is the Nasdaq. This follows the Nasdaq. There's nothing crazy that's gonna happen. It's not small caps. I keep reminding myself. I was doing small caps for a while, and anything can happen in those. But you're not going to get a crazy flush in the middle of the day. You're not going to get a crazy spike in the middle of the day. This candle was the biggest one of the day, and it wasn't that big, and it did have a good reversal. These candles really hold value, whereas midday on a small cap, this candle might go up, and they might have twice as big of a red. It just doesn't happen that way in these indices, in this ETF. This green candle showed a huge bump, and that was a great indication that has changed off VWAP, and now it's coming out. So this red candle flushed, but it held VWAP. It never came straight down. If it came straight down, this was the turn of the day. And now that I think about it, that's a good indication here. 1230 was trying to push down and test this 119 low. It couldn't. It never did. So now I know, learning every day, that I got to wait for the confirmation. See if this thing's going to hold VWAP. It did. This was a good time to get in. 122.85, VWAP as the risk, and then hold it. I mean, 122.5 would have got me the whole dollar move here. Within 25 minutes. So I learned a lot today. It was really good moves. I really impressed with every day. I'm impressed with how this thing moves. So I keep wanting to trade it more and more. I'm falling in love with this stock more and more, even though I'm still not having great profitable days. I like that I'm just focusing on this one, and I'll continue to learn it better and better each day. So today was a green day. I should be happier, but I'm a little frustrated with how it went. It's okay. I live to trade another day. I hope you guys stay green. Any questions, comments, concerns, drop them below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like the video, thumbs it up. And if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe, because this is a day trading journal to show you that day trading is hard. It takes time to learn the process, and then the profit comes. So I hope you guys are doing great out there. Stay safe. Keep your risk management manageable. And I hope to see you tomorrow.